What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. This is Marketing with Dev, and in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys exactly how to test your audiences for Facebook ads. Testing your audiences are so important because if you're not showing your ads to the people who actually want it, you're not going to see the results that you want to see. So when we talk about which audiences can you actually test while we're doing Facebook ads, some popular audiences to test are going to be definitely all the detailed targeting options. So your demographics, your behaviors, and your interests, your custom audiences, and also your lookalike audiences. But before we get into the tutorial, I want to fix your ads. If you're a coach, a consultant, or a service provider and you're running Facebook or TikTok ads, I want to fix your ads for you for absolutely free. All you have to do is click the link in the description and schedule your free ad supercharge session with me. All right, let's get into the video. Okay, now, so let's get into actually starting your testing campaign, right? So how do we even create our testing campaign? So we're in one of our demo accounts and we're going to show you exactly how to do that. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is press the green create button right here. And now it's time to choose a campaign objective. So for the purpose of this video, we're going to choose sales and continue. And what we're going to want to do first is always name our campaign. So for me, I always like to name my campaign what it is that I'm doing. So let's say that this is going to be a prospecting campaign or an ad or a campaign that's going to cold traffic or people that don't know who we are yet. So I may name this L1 just so I know that's level 1, and L2 would be retargeting or somewhere middle of the funnel depending on how you like to do it. So L1, audience testing, and if you want, you can put the date on there. And just so you know that this is going to be audience testing, and I would also add what your campaign objective is for or what you're doing it for. So let's say you're running ads and you're testing audiences for your lead magnet, then let's say lead magnet or whatever it is for you. And that's really all we're going to be doing at the campaign level for this, unless actually we're here where we go to campaign objective is where you can actually choose it again or change it if you like maybe selected the wrong one at first or whatever the case may be. But like I said, we're going to be doing sales for this one. An advantage campaign budget, I would not recommend having this on right now because this is going to be the campaign budget optimization. But for this testing process, we're going to be utilizing ad set budget optimization. So you're not going to be needing that right now. So the next thing that we're going to want to do is go to the ad set level. So now that we're at the ad set level, the first thing, well, not the first thing, but one of the things that we're going to want to do is name the ad set the name of the audience that we're targeting. And the reason for this is it just makes it simple when you're on the dashboard. You can see where your ad sets are going and stuff like that, and it just makes things a lot smoother. So you're going to want to put in your pixel, put in your conversion event, and let's say for the sake of this specific example that I am a fitness coach and I'm doing a testing campaign for my lead magnet, right? So at the budget, I always like to test my ad sets at $20 a day, and I usually have between 3 to 5 ad sets. I'll get into that a little shortly, but you guys can tailor the budget to however you like and how it can best fit what you have going on with your budget. I would say always spend for your testing budget at least 2 times your cost per acquisition. So let's say you want to buy or you want to acquire a customer and you want it to cost you $15. Then over the course of a 3-day span, you need to be spending at least $30 per day for testing on those ads. And if you don't know what your CPA is, your cost per acquisition is, then you can just use a target one for right now until you can actually see what your actual CPA is. So let's say you don't know what it is and you want it to be $20, right? So then you could like, okay, so now I know I need to spend $40 per day for the next 3 to 5 days to get sufficient data. So let's go down to detailed targeting and let's put in some interest that we're going to test. Remember, I am a fitness coach, and let's see which interest we can come up with. Let's see. Do they have weightlifting? Right, so weight training. So for this ad set, which is pretty large, 191 million, we're gonna use weight training. So we're gonna create the other ad sets a little later on, but I'm just gonna show you guys an easier way to do it. And for all genders and age, unless you have something that's specifically only for one gender, I like to let it be open. And unless you have something that's specifically for people that are in a certain age group, I like to leave mine open as well. But obviously, if you sell something that an 18-year-old is not going to be able to afford or something like that, then you can adjust the age accordingly. And moving on down now to, well, also location, I forgot to mention that. So the location is going to be where you want to target people, where you want to make your sales. So if you have an e-commerce brand and let's say you're located in the United States, but you also ship to Canada and you also ship to other countries, then you're going to want to add those countries in here as well. And now, since we know what audience we're targeting, we can now change the name of our ad set, right? Because like I said, we're going to change the name of our ad set to what we're targeting, the audience that we are showing to. So we selected weight training, so our ad set name is going to be weight training. Now let's go on to the ad level. And here at the ad level, what you're going to want to do is name your ad name, something that you can remember. So basically, when you see the name of your ad, the ad name, you should know what ad you're referring to just by the name of it. So I know, like if you're running a lot of ads, video ad 1 or ad 2 or ad 3 may not be good enough for you to be able to tell the difference without actually going inside every time to take a look. So if there's something, a specific phrase that you said in a video or something like that, or a shirt that you're wearing, you can add that in the name just so you know which video or image that you're using. So what you're going to want to do next under identity is add your Facebook page and add your Instagram account. I'm not actually setting up an ad, I'm just showing you guys. So once you get down to the next section, ad setup, you can either create an ad or you can use an existing post that you already have posted on your Facebook or your Instagram. But for this example, we're going to just create an ad. And you can either do a single image or a video, a carousel, or you can do a collection. For this, we're going to do a single image or a video. And when you're here, you're going to add your media. So once you select add media, you can either select an ad image or an ad video, then it'll take you and you can upload which video that you have saved that you want to use for your ad. Here is going to be where you put in your ad copy that you're going to be using for this specific campaign. And here is where you're going to put up your headline. So I'll be making videos, in-depth videos on how to make ad copy and how to make better headlines and all of those different types of things. So I'm not going to be going in depth with it in this video. And of course, once we get down to destination, you're going to want to have your website URL. Always have that. Don't forget that. But I just skipped call to action, and you're always going to want to have a call to action. The call to action that I end up using the most is learn more, but there is a bunch, as you can see here. So use the call to action that makes the most sense for what you're doing with your business. So that's going to be it for the ad level. Now, the next thing that we're going to do is create more audiences to target. So remember I said we're going to be utilizing 3 to 5 different ad sets with 3 to 5 different audiences inside of them, right? So the easiest way to do this, so if I was actually running an ad right now, I would have all my ad images or videos inside there. I would have my ad have my ad copy in there, have my website URL in there. So everything would be set. So then what you're going to want to do is click the 3 lines on your ad set and select quickly duplicate. What that means is you're duplicating everything inside of the ad set. And what's included in the ad set is the ad level. So not only are you duplicating the ad set, you're also duplicating the ad. So all you have to do is go back to the new copy of the ad set and change the audience, and you'll be good to go. And that's an easy way that you can quickly duplicate your ad sets and just do it faster instead of having to manually input your videos or your images and all your ad copy and all your links inside of every single ad. And when you're testing a lot of ad sets like we do at times, it gets very tedious. So it's very, very easy and time effective to do it this way, right? So let's test another interest. Remember, I am a weight trainer, right? Or fitness trainer, I said. So let's maybe a healthy diet or something like that. Healthy diet, right? This is the second one we're gonna do. So we're gonna go up here and change our ad set level to healthy diet. You would already have all of your information inside of the ad level, so you wouldn't have to redo anything because you just duplicated it from the previous ad set. And now we're going to do the same exact thing one more time to give that third ad set. Quickly duplicate. And what audience are we going to target here? So we're going to get rid of this one because that was the old one. And let's see, maybe is flexibility one? No, but let's see bicep curls. It's kind of a small one. Push up, right? So I'm a fitness trainer. I want some people that's interested in push-ups, right? So now I'm gonna go back up, change the ad set name to push up, and I will be good to go. And when you're finished setting everything up, what you're gonna wanna do is click the campaign level at the very top. And then you're going to want to press the green publish button at the bottom, and then Facebook will review your ads. And then if they accept them, they'll be up and running. So what I'm going to show you guys in the next little segment is kind of the results of actual audience testing and how you guys can take a look at the metrics so you can see within your own ads how to kind of scale up, when to stop, and things like that, right? So let's get into it. Okay guys, so we're here. And the first thing I want you guys to look at is the ad sets on the left hand side and the ad set names, right? So as you can see here, so this is a testing campaign that we're doing for a credit repair company. So as you can see, this one is miscellaneous home buyers interest. So this was a bunch of interests that are related to home buying, credit interest, car dealership / car finance, home buyers interest, and just broad. So no detailed targeting at all. Before iOS 14, we were able to, target individual audiences, but since then tracking has been very messed up. So we've been combining more interest into the ad sets lately. So I would recommend that you guys do the same. So these ads have been running for 3 days now. And I would not recommend you guys touching your ads at all for the first 2 days, even if they're performing really bad, even if they're performing really well. Don't do anything for at least the first 3 days, depending on your business. Like if you're like a coach or a consultant and you have like a sales call business model, you may even be able to let your ads run for about a week or so before making adjustments, because the longer your ads are running, the more they learn about the type of person that you're trying to optimize for. So it's good that you let your ads run and actually get data so they can learn about the kind of person that you actually want to do business with. So as you can see here, we're optimizing this campaign for leads. So we were trying to get as many leads as possible, and each of these ad sets were going at $20 a day, and everything is the same about this entire campaign except the interest. So the ad video is the same, the ad copy is the same, and the only thing, since this is going to be audience testing, is we're testing the different audiences. So it's super important that you guys understand and remember that when you're testing things, you only want to test one variable at a time. And the reason that you only want to test one variable at a time is because, let's say I'm testing my creative and an interest at the same time. I'm not going to know if my ad is doing well or my ad is doing bad because of the interest or the creative, because they're both two new things that we have not tested yet. But if I'm using a creative that I know does well because it's been doing well for us, and I put it up against a new audience, I'll know whether if it's good or bad. I'll know that the audience will have to be what's going wrong if the ad is not performing well, because we know that this creative is a winner for us, right? So it's super important that you guys remember to do that. So this one was really close. This testing campaign, so we're letting it run for 3 days, and I'm actually probably going to let it run for another day or two, just because the results are so similar and so close. But so the first one got us 31 leads, the second one got us 31 leads, the third one got us 29 leads, the fourth one got us 28 leads, and the last one got us 30 leads. But let's take a look at the cost per result now. So an easy way when you're testing to kind of determine like what you're going to scale up and what you're going to kill is by doing, like, a simple way is by just doing cost per result, right? So if we're optimizing for leads, what got us the cheapest leads? So the credit interest got us the cheapest leads at $1.98. And behind that was the miscellaneous home buyer's interest, which got us our leads at $2.01. And the next was car dealership and car finance at $2.16. Then home buyer's interest at $2.19. Then broad at $2.28. All of these are pretty decent prices. So none of them, even the $2.28, isn't too bad, right? So all of these audiences are actually doing pretty well through this test, which doesn't always happen like that. Sometimes none of them will do well. Sometimes only a few of them will do well. So it's very important that you guys are always testing audiences and things like that. And another thing that you can look at to also help you is your click-through rate. So all these click-through rates are above 4%, which is pretty good. I would say always aim to get your click-through rates above 3%, but it's definitely going to vary depending on your business and what you do. So it's going to be different for a lot of people. So if we're just looking at it from a cost per result standpoint, then the credit interest is our clear winner. Miscellaneous home buyers interest is our clear number two. Ordinarily, we would probably shut off these three because they would be the losing ads or losing ad sets in this example. But since everything is so close together, less like very close, I want to keep running these for another day or two just to get some more data and get these out of the learning phase and see what that looks like after that. So now let's take a look at some other metrics, right? So CPM, cost per 1,000 impressions, is also a good metric to look at to show you how much it's costing you to show your ads to 1,000 people, right? So what got us the most results is not our cheapest CPM, right? So it's actually our most expensive. So miscellaneous home buyers interest, their CPM is actually $46.50 as compared to the lowest, which was car dealership and car finance, which is $39.08. So it's actually cheaper for us to run ads to car dealership and car finance, which is something that we have to take into account when we're talking about scaling up our ads now and making proper adjustments after we're getting data back. And because everything was so close, this number could possibly be the determining factor whether we want to go forward with this one or that one. And since everything, since the results for this specific campaign were so close. All of these click-through rates are great. Like I said a little bit earlier, I would like to aim for 3% or higher, but it's going to be different depending on what you do. Link clicks, same again. So our best interest in terms of leads did not even have the most link clicks. Broad interest got us the most link clicks, but to us and to this company that we're working with, it doesn't really matter how many people click the link because we're more concerned about the people who actually opted in. But link clicks are a good indicator to look at sometimes when you are testing your ads. So for the purpose of this video, let's say this is your campaign and you targeted these 5 ad sets, these 5 different audiences, and after 5 days, these were your results. What should you do? So if you were like me and like the clients that we're running these ads for, they're prioritizing the cheapest cost per lead possible, right? So with that being said, what I would do is probably kill these 3 right here: broad, home buyers interest, and car dealership / car finance. And I would start to scale up these 2 ad sets right here: credit interest and miscellaneous home buyers interest. So I'm gonna make another detailed, in-depth video about scaling. I'm not gonna get into that in this video because this video is just about testing. But what you're gonna want to do is increase the budget by like no more than maybe 5 to 10% at first, just to see if your ad set will be able to hold the increase in spend. But like I said, I'm not going to get too much into scaling. I'll make another complete detailed video for that, right? So this is your testing campaign. You just ran your ads for about 3 to 5 days. You got the results back, and this is what you should do, right? So you're going to want to optimize for the result that you're looking for. So if these two ad sets are giving me the best results, they're giving me the most leads, and they're giving me the most leads for the cheapest price. So these are the ad sets that we're going to want to focus more on in the future. And so this specific campaign was an audience testing campaign, but you can do the same exact thing. It works the same way if you're doing a creative. The only thing is you would have the same audiences, and you would just change the creative in each ad level if you were testing the creatives, or if you were testing the ad copy. Keep everything else constant and just change the ad copy in each ad level. And it's the same thing for a headline and whatever else that you're going to test. So that's what it looks like when you're testing, and that's how you can go over the metrics to kind of understand what you should do moving forward with your ads. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. That is how we test our audiences. It has been a super effective strategy. In another video, we'll create a tutorial that'll show you how you can test your creatives. If you're a coach, consultant, or a service provider, I want to fix your Facebook ads. If you're spending hundreds or even thousands of dollars every month on Facebook ads and you're not getting the results that you want to see, then click the link in the description, hop on a 45-minute ad supercharge session with me. I'll go through your ad account, pick out the things that aren't working, and show you how to fix it for absolutely free. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.